Hello, I'm here again, and it's been a while since I've done any videoing, but I did want to let you know that I have finished this project except for a little charm dangle that I have to hang right here. But this is a project I worked on for quite some time, and it was inspired by Kathy of Paper Phenomenon. And it's really made with 2 paper bags. You can see right here, 2 paper bags, and on the inside there's the little gizmo. And the hardest part of this was finding all the hardware. Are 6 black bags. So I'm going to show you through this, if I can do it without making a screwy mess. There. I don't know if I can. Let me just do this. Okay. The top, when you open it up, you've got paper here and a little place. This is a slot to put pictures. There we go. Pictures. And this folds over, and inside here is also a slot to put pictures. And actually I think it opens this way. Yeah, that way. But this thing will flip either way. Then there's this, and it flips up. So we got picture there, a slot for pictures, and this has all got a lot of bling to it. That's what took me so long. I'm not real good with the bling. Here's another one. Here's the mat. There's a mat. And this is a separate hinge that holds these bags together, by the way. Here's a mat. And you open it up, and here is another mat, and I just stuck this little peacock feather in there for effect. Here's another mat, and here's a little journaling spot and another little picture here. And you turn it over this way, and this is a mat, and it flips up. This paper is gorgeous, and it's by Die Cuts with a View. And each of these, this thing's hard to control. Each of these pages also has, well, this one's not going to want to pull out. Let's see here. There we go. Pull-out mats too. So there's six little pull-out mats with tabs on them. Here's this one. And this paper in this is just gorgeous. And that's, I think the name of it is Couture or something like that. And then this mat flips up like that. And here again is a hinge. And this. And then there's always slots for pictures because you just can't have enough places. Each hinge has a slot, as you can see. And then this flips over. Another little hideable tag. And then this has a slot for pictures. And this lifts up. Slot, journaling, and a picture. And more of the same. Slots for mats and journaling. This lifts up. And there's a thing. I think I'm going to call this album Beautiful People, because it's all about fancy clothes and that sort of stuff. A mat. More bling. And on the last page, another fancy mat. and then it closes up like this. There you go. It has some little doodads on it too. It took me a good while to do this, and it was all paper bags. So I'm going to show you how to make a basic paper bag album. And these are landscape style. That means they're that way. And they do use some hinges, but for the most part, it's unless you're going to stuff your album with a lot of dimensional things, you don't need to make a big hinge. So let me put this aside. This one goes back in the cover here, so let me do that. And as I say, I didn't make this design up. Kathy from Paper Phenomenon did. So I have to give her all the credit for this. I just watched her video and followed her instructions. So let me put this up, and I'll get 2 paper bags. To make a paper bag album, this is approximately the size of the paper bag you want. And I cut mine down. Let's see, this stretched out like that. This measures 10 1/2. Well, that's a little bit big. I cut mine down to about 8 1/4. So that gets rid of this jaggedy top. And I just put it in a paper cut and cut it down to 8 1/4. So I'm going to do that right now so I can work with it. I don't like too much paper bag or too much paper to work with, so this is the size that we'll use. You don't have to cut it down that much. You can cut it down to 8 1/2 if you like it better. But I just don't like them that big. Okay, now you would have ordinarily 6 paper bags, but we're just going to work with 2 because it's all the same once you get that started. Now, what you do is open your bags, get your gussets out, and fold them in. See, this is your gusset right here. Well, first I guess you got to go like this. Fold your bag like here. Do both of them. Fold your ends in. Evenly. And reinforce the fold with a bone folder if you've got it. That's not too even. I'll try to do it. Party bags, like at Michael's or AC Moore or Hobby Lobby, work a little bit better than just the brown paper bags, but sometimes you just want that rustic look. Okay, now you got that fold. But to create your hinge, you're going to open these bags all the way, like that, and right here, you're going to fold in this little feller. See how it goes? On both sides, because you don't want to cut that. And really party bags do work a little bit better that way. Okay. And once again, fold the thing. See, now your gussets are folded in, and there's a reason, because otherwise you're going to cut them. Okay. Then take a scissors and cut, well, right to the end of where you can feel that gusset fold on this fold right here. And you're going to cut through both thicknesses. Okay. Where's the gusset on this one? Way over here. Okay, so you're going to have something that looks like this. And then, open the bag again, gussets and all. I do this before I make any paper bag album. It's time consuming, but you got to do it. And that's the reason you folded those in, so you wouldn't cut them. Well, now they won't stay out. I'll give it here. Just take the bag. This does not want to go out, nor do these. What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. You just fold them down again. Okay. And this is what you got. What you got is what you got. You didn't cut your gussets, and the reason you didn't want to is because then you'd have a hole right there in your hinge. But you got 2 hinges, and you would prepare the other bag the very same way. Okay, we got 2 paper bags, 1, 2, folded, reinforced here at the hinge, and reinforced here because this is going to be your mat holding slots for this one, and these are your hinges. Now to make paper bags, what you do is you match hinge to hinge. See this right here? This is your hinge for this page. This is how I did that book I just showed you with 6 paper bags. So you're going to have 3 sets of this. And you need to rethink the use of your adhesive. For these, we use score tape. And score tape, very few retailers carry it. I'm going to use the 1/2 inch score tape on this. It comes in 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch increments. And you have to buy it online, unfortunately, because I haven't ever found a place that carries it locally. But it's not expensive. I buy 6 or 7 rolls at a time. And it's a double-sided tape, very strong. Now you can do this with, don't do it with a glue gun, but you can use, I think this is great, Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive. It will do just as well, it just takes a little longer to dry, whereas this is immediate. Okay, and you just put it on one of the bags, and then you peel the tape off, like so. And sometimes I have to get a little pick to do it. Okay, here's your hinge. Here's your other bag, and you are going to put this one right on top of this one, and you want to put it on straight. There you go. There is a hinge. Now you can either fold it this way or you can fold it that way, it doesn't matter. These you're going to fold in like this. And I'll just put a little dab of this here. I love this glue. And you aren't going to, these are going to be slots, so you don't want to, see, oh, this is your bottom slot. It's going to hold a mat for a picture. So just seal this side, 2 sides, like that. This one you may put another piece of paper on and make something else. This one, you'll probably put another piece of paper on too. Seal this one this way because you've sealed this and you want a full slot, so seal this one like this. If you don't have score tape, get this, and like that. And the reason you can't use an adhesive tape is because it doesn't dry, it stays sticky, and when you put a picture in there, your picture is liable to get stuck in there. So use either score tape, I beg your pardon, this should be hot glue here, or these flaps here. But to attach your seams, you can't. I hope I'm not confusing you. If you have questions, leave me a comment. Okay. There we go. Now this right here, you'll probably put, let me see if I got a piece of paper. Yeah. Well, cut a piece of paper and attach it here. Make it fold up, and then you'd have your attachment. But this is basically how you prepare your bags. And then you need 6 of them, and you can attach them up here. You can now see your next bags will be attached here. This is so you'll get another bag, attach it here. You get another bag, attach it here. And you can attach as many bags as you want. And you can make as many of these folds as you want, but it's a good idea to cut a piece of cardstock and attach it here so that your mat holder will be up here. I can show you that at a later time. But this is your basic beginning of a paper bag book, is to start like that. And I hope I haven't confused you too much. What you will want to do then is cover, before you do any pasting and gluing, I just wanted to show you what you do. Cover it with decorative paper. Paper bag books should be all about beautiful paper because, let's face it, the bags aren't that beautiful. But if you put beautiful paper on there, and there is some gorgeous paper, it makes all the difference in the world. And you can even leave a little bit of the bag showing, because that gives a little bit of a frame, and you just cut and paste, cut and paste, and cut and paste, and then you finish it up with chipboard. And I'll show you sometime how to make a chipboard thing, but 6 paper bags makes you a pretty album. I hope I haven't confused you too much. I've never demonstrated a paper bag album before, and I'm usually pretty precise with mine, but basically you use these things here to attach your bags, but you don't want to cut the gussets. That's why we folded them in, because when you cut that little slit right here, if you cut that little gusset, then you've got holes all over your bag, so that's why you're doing that. But your bottom part of your bag you fold up to make mat holders. The top part of the bag you attach another flap of paper so that you can add another mat, and then it folds down when you close your book. So it really, you've got one, and then you'll have another complete piece of paper up here, and then you fold them down and close them up when you close up your book. So that gives you a lot of picture space, and that's how almost all of my paper bag books start out. Hope you understood it. Otherwise, make a comment and ask me a question, and I'll try to straighten things out. Thanks.